going to be an honor to commentate her match.
Hey, guys.
I'm letting her know ahead of time. Now she's getting scared.
Just to let you know, you're watching the 4th Annual George Ginky Souci Memorial Tournament. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. I'm Upstate Al. Earl Strickland, the mighty Earl, the Pearl, the Hall of Famer.
I'm in rare form, too.
And we got double LR, the legendary Larry Ross.
I'm in rare form. I really am.
He's in rare form. Look out.
Europe, watch out.
There you go.
I'm going to Europe. Full blast. They better not say they done away with me once.
Earl is talking with Karen.
That's what they told me the first time I ever went over there. Guy yelled out, he says, "We did away with you once, we'll do away with you again." I didn't know how to take that the first time I ever heard. Oh, as good a shape as I am, I might challenge him to a fist fight.
No.
That's not you, Earl.
That's not you.
That's not you. That's not you.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Trick shots and playing some of those bloats over there.
Well, we wish you a lot of luck, Earl, and a lot of success.
Finland was warmer. I looked on the internet. Finland was warmer than Dublin. I said, that don't even make sense. Finland's like an icicle most of the year, and but all year round, Dublin's the same, I guess.
Yeah. Due to all the greenery.
Until I get there, it'll turn 100 degrees. That's what'll happen.
And you'll still be out there running.
No, I hope it stays cold. I'm praying it stays cold there. I really am. I'm praying for cold, wet weather. Because last time I was there, it was hot, and I didn't like it. How you been? Good to see you.
Cold, wet weather is going to cause a lot of humidity without no air conditioning around.
I just want it cold.
Well,
I'll be happy.
With your stroke, Earl, I wouldn't worry about moving the cue ball.
I can make a bad table look good, that's for
I know
sure.
that. I know that.
But I'm telling you, there was some spots over there last year I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
CMB WSU in the chat says, Earl, before I forget and get tied up promoting in the background, I wanted to tell you to have a good and safe trip. Thanks for stepping in the booth again, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's
I appreciate the compliment.
You spoke to Bob on the phone, remember?
Yeah, thanks, Bob. Thanks for the compliment. And I'll need all the help I can get on this trip. Karen's warming up here a little bit. Maybe I got in her head a little, not just. Nah, she's a grinder. She's a hell of a player.
He can play.
Yeah. But you always got to bear down on her. Just ask Jim Rempe. Jim,
Dennis
if you're
Hatch.
listening, I hope Jim's listening.
Dennis Hatch, too. I mean, there's a lot of players that she put it to.
She hasn't gotten me yet, but I hope she don't. I hope I don't have to add her to my resume. But we know how fickle pool is. It can change like the wind. You know.
Yeah.
You can be in control at one moment, and then you lose control. But just on one simple error or shot.
Now playing on 19, Ray Feliciano and Steve Gould.
You never know what shot's going to cost you the match in pool. That's what's funny about pool. You know,
earlier there was one shot that Jason played on Mika that cost them the set.
Yeah.
I said, if you don't make this, Mika.
I didn't see that match,
no,
so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Karen wins the last.
You just don't know when it's going to happen. You know, I'll tell you the truth, though. A shot early in the match can really be the difference in a match, too, even though the match could be still tied at the end of it. It could have been a shot that might have sent you into the way ahead or something. You know, you might be 3 games ahead in the beginning and miss a ball, and then the guy ties it up 3-3.
Yeah, and you remember
But then you go on to 8-8, and then the guy wins, and you say, well, it was a close match. And you go, no. Had the guy not made that mistake early at 3-0, he might have beat the guy 9-4 or 9-5. See, so a shot early can determine the match too. I think, even though it didn't seem like it was a factor in the end of the match.
Every factor in the game could determine the match.
Every factor in the game, I think, determines the match.
In fact, going back to the game,
I would rather be 4 or 5 ahead instead of even at 5-5.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So. There you go.
I guess.
Usually are, Earl.
Well, I'm just saying.
You usually are.
You feel a little more comfortable at 5-5. I mean, 5-0 than 5-5.
Yeah. Well, in a race to 8, yeah, absolutely.
Short race.
Of course, you can still lose at 5-0 too. So, I won a many matches like that years ago when I was younger.
Karen Corr set the break in game 1. We're racing to 8.
Nice break. She hit them nice and solid at least. And she made the 2-ball.
She made 2 balls.
She made 2 balls. She made a ball on the side
Now
too, a
playing
7-ball.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. The 1 ball is a little funny.
Does
She could play the carom on the 5, but she'll have to worry about where the cue ball and the 1 are going to go then.
She wants to get the rail
That's the
before
difficulty of the shot like this always.
trying to get the rail
It
before
could
the
be
5.
it could be an easy safety too. Bank the 1 down table and weasel it behind the 6 somehow.
I'm saying she's going to do that being a snooker player. She's going to elect to play
It's
them
the
safe.
prudent play. She don't know where the 1's going to go if she plays the 5. But
She did.
And there you go. I can't tell if she can see this ball or
I think she can make the ball.
She might be going to the air here,
She
Larry.
got a good break there.
Yeah.
She's either slightly snookered or barely can jump it.
She's going back to
Yeah,
get
she's
her
got to barely jump it. But there you go. You didn't know where that 1 ball was going, see. But she's fortunate. I think she can make this jump shot pretty.
Karen Corr pulling out
Easily,
the
man.
arsenal here, going to the air.
Good shot. Beautiful.
With shape.
And drew it back on the 3 ball. That's perfect. Now she'll have to negotiate coming around for the 4 ball. I don't think she can draw straight back.
And Chad.
If she can, that's the easy shot. Yes, she can. She can draw straight back. She's going to draw straight back to the middle of the table. She wanted to draw that a little more than she did, but she's still all right. She'll just come across the table now. That's what I would do. Just come across, but she might draw down below the 9. And she did. That's a good shot.
She's
Nothing wrong with that.
She's such a force to be reckoned
That's
with.
a great shot.
No matter what match she's
Now
in.
she can just draw straight down the table or stun into the side rail. She played that a little more aggressively than I would, and that was a nice way to play it. She drew straight down the table, right around the 9. And now she's perfect again. She shoots a lot of shots like a snooker, still like the snooker players. She'll draw this straight down the table or stun to the rail, either one. She stunned that one to the rail to create the angle, see, for the 9 ball.
She's got a good angle here also.
And now she'll either stun to the rail and take the long 10 ball, longer shot on the 10.
Just drag it a little bit.
Or she'll
Earl.
draw past the side.
Dragging it a
One or the
little
other.
bit.
There's only 2 shots here. Draw past the side or stun to the rail and take the longer shot.
Yep.
And that's the prudent play right there. That's what I thought she would have done on the 6 while ago, but she wanted to get closer to it. That's, you always play the shot a little bit the way you feel. She'll put left bottom on this or draw 2 rails or just roll it with a little left. And that's the prudent play too, usually, to draw that shot. If it's sitting out a little bit. If it's sitting closer to the rail, you don't draw that shot, you're just rolling them. But all these shots have to be played with a little bit of spin, and if you notice.
Yeah.
And if you don't try to play them with spins, you play worse, don't you, Larry?
Yeah, well, you end up trying to force the ball for position.
Well, a lot of amateurs don't know that they want to roll balls in instead of use spin, you know.
Spin.
The
and
spin,
also spin and use the table.
The
both.
spin helps the shot, don't it? Right. So.
Also use the table more.
For all the players out there that aren't quite as good as, you know, tournament players or pros, or, you know, you need to start spinning the ball more. That's the key to this game, is putting a little more spin on the ball than you think.
But such a hard thing to perfect. You know, you spin it and
well, then you got to allow for the curve.
You got to allow for the curve.
Yeah.
And not only that, you got to know where your cue ball is going to go. You know, sometimes.
Well, usually you do if you're spinning the ball.
Some people overspin it, is what I'm saying,
If you spin the ball, your cue ball will correct the position more.
By spinning it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll give you better position automatically. We're talking about players that, that just don't play spin a lot. They need to learn to spin the ball. And that'll make them a better player, and they'll have more interest.
All right, Earl, we got a question for you in the chat.
She broke and made a ball again.
Who do you think, in your own opinion, who was the best female player you ever saw?
Belucas.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
think
think.
answer that real easy.
Yeah.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, me too.
All right, she's got a shot here on the one ball. Nice. This is sweet right here. If she can just draw back a little, she could shoot the 2 right in the corner. Or she might have to pull or stun it off the rail and then come out for the, she's going to stun it into the rail and then come back out for the 2. There you go. Now she's perfect. She'll just stop for the 2 right there. And probably try to leave a straight in on the 3 where she can draw back. She'd like to leave a little angle where she could draw out in the middle of the table off the 3. And she didn't. So now she'll have to draw back and shoot the... the 4 is going to be funny to negotiate here.
She can elect to just stun it. I mean, just stop it right there. And all she has to do is roll down. Pocket the 4 in the bottom left-hand corner.
Play the 4 in the other corner.
Yeah. Oh, don't get married up now.
Oh, I didn't know the 4 would go in that corner. I thought the 7 ball had it. Oh, she's all right. She's fine now. She'll just shoot the 4 past the 7. And 6 is right there. She's perfect. Now she'll shoot the 6 in the corner, or she'll go 2 rails and come between the 8 and 9 for shape on the 7. She'll probably go 2 rails with left top, and she'll go to the bottom rail and to the side rail, and she'll dissect the middle of the 8 and 9.
She's got to watch the 8. She's not even going to come near it.
There she is in the middle of the 8 and 9. That was the prudent play. And now she'll put left, right top and come straight down the table. That's what I would do. I don't know. She could go 2 rails en route too. Yeah, she plays the shot like I do. There you go. And now she'll stun this 2 rails with left bottom, or you can go. Oh, she can stop.
I think she's going up and back down.
She can go straight down the table too. That's what she's going to do, straight down the table. See, you got to cover yourself a lot in this game because
if you're commentating, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You notice I don't make a fool of myself too much. She'll go straight down off the bottom rail and come back.
Earl, it's okay to be wrong once in a while.
No, I don't want to be wrong in this game.
Not even from the chair.
And she'll put right bottom and draw to the side rail. That's the right shot here. Or she could roll it in too. Either one. No, she'll roll this in. I see it now. She'll roll it 2 rails. 2 rails. There you see, I covered myself before she executed, see? And that's what you got to do in this game.
Well, you see all the options.
Well, when you're
and the
commentating.
patterns. Sure
You also see where the cue is going on the cue ball, so
Yeah.
you know where she's going with
Yeah. Well, I know the variations
listen.
of the last shot a lot.
It's got nothing
There's
to
a
do
lot of
with
little
him
things that you do different with the
seeing
last shot.
her get down with the cue stick and seeing the English that she's putting on. It's got
Yeah.
nothing to do with it. He sees the multiple
Ways
shots
to go.
before she
Yeah.
even
Sure.
gets to the
Yeah,
ball.
absolutely. I see all of them. You're right. I do.
I know you do.
You've seen them all
Yeah, I have.
10 million times.
I already know all the ways to go, and I got to pick the one she's going.
That's right.
And I try to pick it. You know, if I say she's going to go this way, and then I see she's not going to do it, I'll cover myself before
It's
try
done.
to. I'll be wrong too. I've listened to some commentary, and these guys are all, they don't get it right all the time because they don't know all the variations to go, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Even some of the good players get it wrong,
Well,
and I'll get stuff wrong
But
too.
you know what? Even sometimes when you call an amateur match, it's very hard to determine what
The
they're gonna
amateur
do.
matches are impossible.
Well, it's so hard.
Yeah,
but it's good practice.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with an amateur match. Not commentating. Right, Larry? Well, she's breaking again, and she's 2-0. She's
Yeah.
broken around 2 racks, right?
Yeah.
So what can you do?
You really can't do nothing.
two-
Kevin, I tell
a
you one thing,
two-bagger.
Kevin can play real well. He just doesn't have the opportunity.
Yeah,
Karen's controlling the table.
He does
But,
play well.
He plays real
Here's
well.
another break, and she didn't make nothing this time.
All right, and Kevin coming to the
So
table. What a shot.
Kevin's got a shot. He's got the 1 ball with a perfect angle to draw over and shoot the 2 in the same corner.
Yeah.
And he'll have to get right on the 3, on the 2, where he can draw back a little bit out in the table for the 3, so he can cut it in comfortably to get roll down for the 4. He'll draw back. He's going to shoot the 2 in the same corner. And he's perfect now. He can draw back a little, or he could draw all the way back to the bottom rail now because he's got such a simple shot. That's what he elected to do.
Yeah, but he's going
See,
back
I
up
was
again.
wrong at first, but I saw what was going to happen, see. And now he'll either go to the side rail, he'll put a lot of inside and go 2 rails, or he'll come straight back down the table, high on the cue ball. No, he can be up straight out. That was the safest way. He played that very cautiously. I thought he could have took a little more of a chance there.
There's that funny pocket again down
Well,
there.
I got news for you. With that speed, it's a good thing that cue ball stopped where it is. Because,
He barely gave it.
He might not have the shot.
I thought he shot that wrong. He should have went on the in between the 7 and the 10 down the rail. But he's got a shot. He can make the shot. He's just got to go 2 rails now for the 5 ball. He's got to put right bottom and go 2 rails. He's got to watch how hard he hits it, though.
I said, watch that pocket.
That's that pocket that we keep seeing, huh?
Right?
Yeah, but he stroked that one a little funny. He didn't. He decelerated a little on that one. Just like I've done that a few times myself. I know that shot, and I know how he hit it. I've done that a few times, 2,000 actually. Oh, she'll try to come out in the table or come side rail and come down somehow. She tried to come out, and she got a good roll there.
That's what
she
you
was,
call.
She was fortunate there.
Yeah,
She,
that's what you
she
call.
knew, and she waved her hand.
If she don't hit that ball, it's going down table and snooker.
Good tickle there.
So I'm not going to, compliment a shot that's lucky sometimes too. I'm a critic too.
Even on yourself, I noticed sometimes you got lucky and you tell your opponent,
if I
look,
would have hit that
I
shot
got
like that,
lucky.
I'd have known how lucky I got if I'd have hit that shot like that myself.
I heard you a couple of times talking to your opponent, via the microphone above the table and saying, sorry,
Oh, no, I
got
missed
lucky.
you. And a little bit fortunate on the leave, too.
But when you get lucky, you go a little bit further than just waving your hand saying, hey, I'm sorry I got lucky. You actually explain to your opponent that I got lucky.
Well, that's the way pool is,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a fortunate game.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, the way I look at it, Kevin's fortunate that he's got a shot. You know what I mean?
That he's at the table.
Because Karen could have cleaned that table up real easy.
He's got opportunities to
he's
control
fortunate
it.
that he's got a shot, even though he didn't get fortunate off the leave.
What do you like here, Earl?
He's got to play some kind of safe.
Yeah, what do you see?
He can actually make this ball.
Yeah, I know.
But it ain't likely he's going to try to make it. He's going to have to try to hit the left side the right side of the 5.
And bring it back here?
And bring the cue ball back around behind the 6-8. He's got 3 balls to use for blockers.
Right.
But the 7 is the problem.
Yeah, you could hit
he
that.
He can't get around the 7 ball.
Yeah.
Or the 10's sitting there too, that's right. Yeah, that ain't no good either.
He's such a good shooter, and if this ball is makeable, he might try.
I think about the only thing he can do is just bank the 5 towards the 9
Yeah.
and let the cue ball go over somehow. There's a lot of things he could do here.
He went for the 5.
That ain't a bad. Well, no, that ain't. He left her a shot there. The ball hanging. He tried to get her with the 7 ball. He was in a bad spot there early.
Oh, you don't think he tried to make that 5? He didn't
No.
call the 5 ball?
No.
He
She
definitely
could just
didn't
make
want to
this,
make it.
and she didn't bounce back quite far enough, but she still got a shot now. She'll put left bottom on this. She might have to stun in between the 8 and the 7, or roll the ball. She'll roll the ball 2 rails or stun between the 8 and 7. And she's stunned between the 8 and 7. That's perfect.
Right in line.
Now she'll just roll this in real slow and keep a straight in shot or a little bit of angle towards the rail on the 8. That's perfect. Now she'll just stop right there, and she's got a perfect angle to draw back over on the 10. That's pretty much over this rack. Yeah, I don't see her messing this up. I'd have to say I would be out from here, Larry. I would have to say that I would bet I could get out from here.
Oh, I know you could. Could have got out from the first shot on the table, Earl.
She'll put left bottom and just draw back over past the side.
Yep.
Perfect. Now she'll roll this in with right top, or just stop it right there with right bottom. She'll stop it with right bottom, I'm pretty sure. Now, shoot that into the rail a little.
Karen Corr now leads 3-0 over Kevin Guimond or Guimond. Guimond. Kevin really not doing much wrong.
Well, he didn't get out one time. That's, you know.
You don't get out, costs you 2 racks right away.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a crime when you don't get out in this game sometimes. It really is. If you don't, it really haunts you, don't it, Larry? Huh?
Yeah.
I remember one time, I'll never forget it, I had ball in hand on Bustamante in the Challenge of Champions.
Don't tell me.
And I didn't get out
Right.
to win the match. I wanted to throw up.
Still haunting you.
I still remember what caused me not to do it, not get out, was the way I played position.
Yeah.
And now I don't play that shot like that anymore.
Now, where was that World of Champions held? Was that up in?
It was in Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, in the
It was a great match. It was an unbelievable match. He and I had played some great matches, I'll tell you. But I fought tooth and nail. Oh, Karen scratched on the break. But anyway.
Now, did you notice the speed she's hitting the balls with? And she's pocketing balls.
Kevin should get out here.
She drew that ball.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I fought tooth and nail to play the guy the match, and get ball in hand the last game. We're safing each other back and forth, and I finally get ball in hand. I don't get it. I snookered myself for $50,000. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The best players in the world choked too on simple shots. And what happened was in the beginning of the rack is where I made my mistake, and it was by 1 inch. I played a shot wrong by 1 inch, and it caused me to not get out.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah. So there you go. Oh, he wiggled that one too. He's a little bit nervous.
This is a game of inches when you start weaving in and out of balls.
Yeah,
you know as well as anybody
when you're
else.
playing women, it's harder too. Not just.
Is that right? Is that right?
I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
But especially when you're playing Karen Corr, a woman that can really play, so a little more pressure on you. See, he's landed in a funny place here.
Yeah. Well, he's all right.
Yeah, he's still landed in a funny place.
But 10 is what's funny.
Yeah. This is a little bit awkward, a little bit. He should handle it, though. Just put some left top and roll it.
And
Good
that's
shot.
the pocket he missed.
That was a good shot.
at.
He played that shot nice for where he landed, I'll tell you. Now you can just draw back a little bit or go to the rail, either one. I can't tell from here. Yeah, just draw back. And now he'll just stun forward or roll forward just a little bit and get shape for the 10 in the opposite corner.
Michael Yednak to table 24.
There you go.
Michael Yednak
I
to
pretty much
table
given this one. Should be 3-1 now.
As you hear Earl Strickland calling this match to the tee and putting all the dots and crossing his tees.
I just wish I could break. Karen breaks the balls better than I do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm watching her break the balls, and she's making 2 balls.
I don't know what's wrong with my break anymore. I'm going to get me. I told you. I think I said this once before. I want to. If a golf club. If a golf club is 10 times the size it used to be,
I know it's coming, right?
and the golf ball looks like a marble up against it now.
Yeah.
Why don't we make a shaft that's 10 times the size of the tip?
Yeah.
I need like a 20 millimeter.
I think Frankie used to play with a 15 millimeter.
I got a 16 millimeter and it don't work. So I think we need to go further
So
up.
you're in the experimental stage.
So I'd have to build a tip, literally, because there's not a tip on Earth that's 20 millimeter. So
we might have to cut a redwood down.
So, you know, I don't know what's going on with my brake, but they need to invent something that'll bring me back from the dead.
Oh, from that, Earl.
But Kevin broke and didn't make nothing, and
left
that's
it.
unfortunate. He broke the ball as well.
Yeah, he left everything, I think.
But that's sitting a little bit funny, Larry. The one,
You don't think it passes?
it goes. Okay,
I
it's
think it goes.
all right. Actually, the hardest thing about this shot is she's jacked up over the 5 ball. That's what's going to make.
I don't know. That's pretty close.
No, the jacked up over that 5 is it's going to make this shot a little bit more
Playing.
harder. Okay, to get shape on the 2. Maybe she can just draw back is all she can do. I don't know. That's all she. Yeah, all she could do was stop. See,
2's not in a bad spot, though, Earl.
the 5 ball had her from doing anything, though. No, the 2 is not that easy. Believe me. She liked to. She would have wanted to move that ball a little bit to get, out in the table somewhat. You know what I mean? But now she's got to slow roll this and negotiate the 7 ball. So that's not easy to do. She's got to run into the 7, looks like to me, or just miss it. Yeah, that was no easy shot right there, I can tell you. And she hit that kind of poorly. Now Kevin's got a nice shot to just make the 2 and roll up and play the
combo.
The 3-10 combination.
3-10
You're absolutely right. And that puts him right back in the game then.
Which ain't no gimme. It's sitting a little funny. But
You call the 10 ball in the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, it's
Now you hit this with some speed, or you just try to?
No.
on the TV the shot looks really hard, but when I look at the table, it's not that hard. That's funny, that.
Yeah.
But on the screen, I was looking at that shot, and I was going, that shot don't look that easy. And then when I looked at the table, it looked a lot easy.
because the screen
It's an illusion, ain't it?
is elongated. The table looks a little longer.
Yeah, it's
The angle.
kind of.
Maybe for you guys, it's 16.9 ratio.
No, I'm talking about
I'm
the
talking
angle
about the
you're
table.
shooting at.
I just know it looked a lot harder when I looked on there. That don't look like an easy
Larry,
shot.
if
And then
Earl would have said that, I would have agreed with him. But when you start saying it from all the way over here,
I'm watching the screen.
yeah,
And the screen, it looked like this.
you think it's stretched like
Yeah, it's stretched
yeah,
a little.
Well, yeah, it could be because we actually stretch the programs.
Yeah.
We can actually square it up for you a little bit more if you want. Does that help you in any way?
But I just want to say thanks to Steinway for hosting the Ginky
Absolutely.
Memorial, and thanks
Absolutely.
to everybody working here, George and Maria, or I don't know if George and Maria are they
No,
here? They're not here today.
Not here yet.
But Manny and Anna and all the staff are doing a great job here, and this is a great room for these events, and we appreciate you, Al.
Hey,
a
thanks,
lot.
Earl. And we appreciate you even more than that. And I know a lot of people out there watching the stream appreciate it. Because, not very often we get to hear your commentating.
Well, like I said, if when I do it, it's more special that I don't do it a lot.
I want to make a deal with you right now. Hey, I want to make a
That's
deal.
a high.
I want to make a deal with you right now.
That's a high.
No. I have some wireless microphones, the ones with the battery pack that sits in your hip. And I would like to wire you up and have you out there with your opponent wired up. In other words, if you and Mike... Now, wait a minute.
That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work.
Okay. Well, Kevin broke and didn't make a ball again. That's 3 break. What is that? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
That's 2 breaks. He hasn't made a ball. And the 3 and the 10 are looking kind of promising from here.
I want to wire you and Mike DeShane up when you're playing wireless.
Yeah. He's going to get under my skin, huh? Well, she could elect to play the 10 here
We're gonna
or
have
run out.
We're going to have the bleep button right here.
I think she's going to play the 10 ball because it's sitting off the rail. Huh? Oh, yeah. It's not too difficult.
She's playing the 3,
The 10's sitting off the rail.
I believe.
She'll play the 10. Yeah.
Man, Earl,
She
aren't you
actually
ever wrong, sir?
Hit that thing clean going in, too. She didn't even use the rail. That was a nice shot. but it was actually a hanger the way the 10 was sitting. If you just hit it somewhat right and don't hit it the 10 too fat, you're never going to miss that shot. And not hit it too hard, not too hard. So a pro's going to shoot that shot every time the way it was sitting.
She did hit it real good.
And now the score is 4-2. Kevin's been unfortunate. He's broke the balls well, but nothing's going in. He's going to have to find a spot.
Big shout out to coast restoration.
He's going to have to find a spot to get a ball to go in and get a little more momentum and get a few more cheap games.
Big shout out to Chad Bowling and crew that's watching us in the office right now. Kings of Vapor. Make sure to check them out. AccuStats. And Fast Lenny. You know, AccuStats and Fast Lenny, I don't know if you've been watching the stream, Earl. They donated DVDs for us to give away.
Yeah.
People that are inside the chat room, which I thought was very nice. They gave them to us because it's the Ginky Memorial.
Yeah, that's great.
And they jumped on board, yeah.
Well, we appreciate that.
Brooklyn Mike's in the house.
Brooklyn Mike back in his habitat. This man went down south and realized the city, he couldn't do without the city. It's in your blood, ain't it? Huh? And it's in mine now. I ain't never leaving, I don't think. They can't helicopter me out of here.
Earl said he's staying.
But anyway, here's another dry break. This table breaks more difficult than you think. For a table with this big of pockets on it, it breaks kind of difficult. Like I said, the cloth is a little bit aged, and that's why it breaks a little more difficult because the cloth is a little older. But she's left Kevin a little bit difficult shot here. He's got to play safe somehow. He's got to thin the ball, come around behind the 3 and the 9 with left top. Unless he can't get to the left side of the 1. If he can't get to the left side of the 1, he's going to have to
bring the cue ball down by the 8.
He's going to have to bank the 1 into the 2 somehow and come back down behind the draw, back behind the 8, in between the 8 and the 10. Or shoot slow and put him behind the 2, put her behind the 2 ball, which I don't like that. I'd like to put some distance between it, whatever I did here. And
that's what he was trying to get behind the 7
Yeah,
ball.
but he was supposed to hit it harder and draw it. And that way the 1 would have moved. He didn't shoot that correctly. Hey. That's great. Oh, say hello to Steve. Who? Oh, Larry wants me to say hello to Steve Lomax. Oh, he did? Oh, hello, Steve. I didn't know what Larry was trying to tell me.
Steve Lomax must be in the chat. Let's take a look.
But he's left Karen a shot here on the 1. She'll just pocket it. She's made a little bit of a simple mistake. She's rolled too far on the 2 ball.
Yes, Mr. Steve Lomax is in the chat room.
And left it a tough cut now. She can still make the cut, but she might elect to play safe. I don't know. Because the cue ball is going to be tough to get position now where she's left that shot on the 2. So it's a really tough position. This might be just the most prudent play. Might be just play safe. Then the 2, put him behind the 4.
I think she's shooting the ball though.
No, she shoots it.
Where's the reward? What do you get after that, Larry? Do you try to maneuver between 5 and 10
no,
and get around the 8?
So. I don't think she'll shoot it with the
bridge. Go out long that way?
She's looking at something.
She's going to play the cue long around the 10 and the 8?
Well, the only thing I see she can do is go straight up and down the table or play safe.
Oh, and play the 3-4 combination.
She can try to go up and down the table and then play safe again and play the 3-6.
She played the shot.
That was always going to be a bad shot.
Yeah.
From the moment we landed there with the 3 like that, there was no man to win. She's going to make her shoot again.
Yeah.
Now.
Sure.
Got to make her shoot again on this shot.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you play? You played the ball? Yeah. If you played the ball and played him safe, he has the option because you missed it to give it back. It's call safe, call shot. Karen just a little unfamiliar with the rules?
No, she
was a little unfamiliar with the rules.
Well,
or maybe she didn't want that shot. I'm not just joking.
I don't blame her.
I'm just joking. If I could have got away with it, I wouldn't. But they're playing, this is pretty good rules. There's no two-way shot in this format. You got to, when you go to shoot, you're hanging your guts out to dry. Simple as that.
13, Steve Cool and Frankie Hernandez on 13.
Put some reverse on this to hold the angle and kick right into it, and kicked into it
That was
well.
a nice kick, but she's left the shot, and now Kevin will have a nice chance to run out. I think he should go. Wow, this is tricky. He could come back over and shoot the 3 in the same corner. He's got to be careful, though, not get behind the 9. That's a good shot. Nice shot. And now he can draw this to the side rail. He can draw out of it, or he can follow it with high right. I think he's got to worry about where he needs to draw around. I don't know if the 5 goes past the 7. That's the tricky thing.
No, the 5 doesn't go by the 7.
He needs to land somewhere with an angle down there.
Yeah, where he can get below
Yeah,
the
he needs
5.
to slow roll this. He's got to leave an angle. See, he won't hit it too hard. See how he did that?
He actually overdid it.
Well, he's all right. Now he can draw. He can draw under it. He didn't want to get an angle coming the other way, though.
Okay, he's going to try to draw behind it
If he can draw
to
straight,
get behind the 5.
if he can draw straight under it, that's the way to shoot it. Oh, the 5 goes then.
No, the 5 don't go in that corner pocket.
Yeah, it must.
Yeah,
it must
it
go.
goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Goes behind the
To
7?
see on this, that's why I'm saying on the screen it doesn't look like it goes, does it?
No. Doesn't look like it goes behind the 7.
I don't like the way he played that. I would have came around somehow.
Unless he hits it with ball speed and just rolls it. I mean, I
He-
don't
he
see it.
might
It's
can
very
sneak it in
close.
there.
If you touch the rail too low, it's not going to go in.
See, he could sneak it right in there. Barely.
From the monitor, didn't
That
look
was
like-
tricky.
I have to agree with you now.
Yeah,
Larry.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now he'll just go 3 rails. He'll thin the ball. He'll go underneath the 9. He'll go 3 rails, but he wants to stay on the side rail over here. Notice he'll stay. See how he stayed over here?
Yeah.
Now
that
he
angle.
can just go 2 rails back under the 8.
From here, it's tic-tac-toe.
And that's the way you play those shots. You don't. Except he hit that. He didn't hit that well at all. He totally broke down on his spin. He didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't
you're
put
right.
any spin on the ball. You need a lot of spin on that ball to get under that 8 from
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
He'll play safe here. He'll roll the 8 somehow and put her behind
No,
the 10.
I think
The 8 won't go in the corner, and it won't go on the side. It'll go on the side, but he can't get position.
it goes in the corner.
No, I can see from here it don't. He's going to play safe. He'll try to roll the cue ball as close as he can to the 10. No, yeah, like that. There you go.
Didn't.
Yeah. I'm surprised when he shot the 7, he didn't put no spin on that ball. He didn't put any spin on it at all. That's why he ran into the 10 ball. She may can see it.
She's going to spin this. She's going to try
Barely.
to spin it.
She might can get around it and make it. It's tricky. And she did. Wow. Boy, that was a big mistake by Kevin there.
Yeah.
Had to get that game. That could be costly.
Yeah,
But
he
you never know in this
back in the
game.
game with that one.
You're only in control in this game when you have finished the match and you've won. Then you're in control, right, Larry?
I know that well.
Uh,
I lost on the hill twice yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you're no stranger to it now for sure. Yeah, she should handle this one straight in. Yep. Nice speed on the ball. She didn't overhit that, and that's the way you want to shoot that. Just stop it nicely.
Hey, we wanted to thank Predator. That's the new logo that JP made. It's the Tony Robles Predator Pro-Am Tour, but it's not only the Pro-Am Tour. There's 3 tours that come together for this event, for the memorial. And it's the Tri-State Tour, the Mez Tour, and the Predator Tour in honor of the late George Ginky Souci. We want to give a big shout out to all of those guys. Todd, Fleetman, Jose Burgos, John Lehman, Tony Robles, Gail Robles, everybody that's involved behind the scenes. We want to give you a big shout out.
Hey, Gail's got a new name now, huh?
Okay, what is it?
Yeah.
Robles. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
She spent her whole life with her other name. I bet she don't even, when she writes her name, I bet she doesn't write Robles at first. But
Well, they used
anyway,
to call her Double G, and you know, I thought maybe she had a new nickname. That
well,
I haven't heard of.
congratulations to them. They got married. I hope hope nothing changes.
Oh, there.
Right, Larry? You know about marriages.
Oh.
8 times he's been married.
Listen.
No, I'm exaggerating, but enough, right?
Enough.
You had enough.
I had enough. Now-
Okay, Karen made nothing on the break. The table's breaking tough, and but they're breaking the balls well. It's not like they're not hitting them well. They're hitting the balls really well. They're just not going in. Sometimes that's the way it is. He's got a funny shot here. He can bank it in and then try to run out. You get 2 balls right there. Just bank it in. He hit that kind of slow. That's a good shot though.
This is the
The 4 ball's all right, I think.
winner side match, which is the A
Yeah, he
side.
can just roll up for the 4. Yeah,
Of
the
the
4 to 5
bracket.
ball is the difficult. I would stay on the rail here, and then I would go 2 rails around for the 5 ball. Let's see what he does. Stay on the rail. Hole. Ooh, he got a little bit. He
It
can
fits.
He's okay.
It
He's
fits.
okay. I got a line of vision right
It
down here on
fits,
the rail.
but
He's
it's
good.
He's got to come straight back now, straight around the 8. That was a little harder shot. If he'd have kept more angle, it would have been easier to go 2 rails. But he's all right now. He'll just roll this. I would roll this 2 rails. He might draw it. No, he's going to roll it 2 rails. For this. No, he might be drawing. Can't tell. Yeah, he's drawing. See, I don't draw that shot. Because he ain't
More control going out 2 rails.
he's not in the right position there, really. He's got a harder shot now. He's got to stun it between the 8 and 9. There you go. That was a harder way to get on the 7. If he would have rolled it, he'd have been straight in on the 7. See, I mean the 6. He can just draw back now. The way he shot the 5 caused him to get in a little predicament. See,
Yeah,
And
get
that's
out of
why
line.
all the great players watch me play. Not just
Nice plug, Earl.
Earl, you
Oh,
are a
I'm
beauty.
a beauty.
You're a
That's
beauty.
right. I knew you were going to say that.
You're a beauty.
All right, he's got a nice shot here.
Guys, Earl Strickland is
He's-
going away for 20 days.
He's got a little angle. See, he's still a little bit funny. He's got to roll down
he's
past the 10 and come back to the middle of the table. See,
Earl's beautiful.
just because he shot that 5 wrong,
He's
look
so
what he's had to do. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about.
There ain't a person more into pool than Earl Strickland.
Because he shot the 5 wrong, he's had to go all over the table. So here you go, left bottom, come back for the 10. There, that's a good shot. He didn't. You could draw it real easy in that pocket. Remember? That pocket's brutal. You're right.
It is.
Left bottom, stun it. There you go.
But when
So
Earl
now
does
it's
come
5-3.
when Earl does come
But
back,
I'm telling you, that little thing he did with the 5 ball
Yeah.
sent him in the wrong direction a little bit. See, he could have messed up because of that. If he would have rolled that 2 rails, he'd have had a lot easier play to the 7. See,
yeah, more control. I
yeah,
think.
more controlled shot to the 7. So there you go.
Okay, Earl, let me butt in.
But
here
I
for
do
a
the
second.
same things. You know what I mean? Now I do the
stick you
same
with a
things.
pin.
I make little mistakes too, like that. Yeah, go ahead.
When Earl comes back from his 20-day tour and gets
Finland.
a little R&R,
Scotland.
you can always elect to call Steinway Billiards and set up lessons with the Hall of Famer Earl Strickland, 5-time world champion.
And
Thanks, Al.
$75 an hour, minimum
Yeah.
2 hours.
more reasonable than most pros.
Yeah.
Take it from me. I seen him give lessons, and he gives lessons the right way.
Corey Duell
Trust me
said
when I
he
tell you.
needed. He wants $500 an hour. And I just,
That's why he doesn't give lessons.
I'm just
For golf
joking.
lessons?
But Corey, I'm gonna have to talk with him. But yeah, I love giving lessons. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you do. You get into it.
I don't get mad either when I do it. Sometimes I bend your fingers a little funny, but
Yeah, I notice you move feet around and
Yeah.
you fix bridges, and
but I get
that's
into
what
it. I
takes.
really do.
Yeah,
I get
know.
excited
I
about
know.
it. I know.
So you can always call Steinway, set up an appointment, and see if you can get in on schedule with Earl Strickland
Thanks, Al.
anytime. Well, or you could say it yourself, Earl. You
Yeah.
plug yourself all the time. You can plug
Yeah.
yourself again.
I don't want too much work, not just.
This
No,
ain't my
I'll-
job.
I'll take all I can get, really, the way things
Yeah, there
are.
you go.
But anyway, Kevin broke. He made a ball. He was scratching. The ball came around and intercepted the cue ball, and that was a nice roll. And I think he's got to play to make this ball and try to get out. He's got to. It's tough to get on the 2 somehow. And that was really good try, but he didn't get on the 2 where he wanted to. So he could play this long combination. If it's dead straight on it, it ain't a bad play from here. Because if it's dead on it, if it's a little angle, it might be too difficult to try. But I think you'll play safe. Or he's going to try to.
He looks like he's going to back cut this
Going
right
to try
over
to.
the side.
Well, that ball can be cut in the side.
Yeah, but you're going to send Whitey on a travel right
He's
into
going
the
to play the
3.
combination.
That's what he's doing.
I told you that shot was on because I could tell it was sitting right.
It was still.
That was the right shot.
It was still a shot.
Any Filipino would have played that shot.
If you miss it, you're gone.
Yeah. Now he's got to easy out. Well, the 3 to the 4 is a little funny. He's got to make sure and keep an angle off this 2 ball for the 3, so he can come over. And that's I don't like what he did there.
I think he's looking straight at the combo anyway.
He should have stayed for an angle so he could come over and shoot the 4 in the opposite corner by the 10. I don't know why he did that. So
he might be able to spin out 2 rails here, or go 1 rail and
see,
come right
he
back
really.
down. You know, he can get back down there, but he's going to really.
He can go 2 rails and play the combination. I don't believe he should have stayed over there for that. I don't understand why he came out like that. He's got to go 2 rails somehow and shoot the 4 in the corner, in the side or the corner by the 10. This is a tricky shot. This is a tricky ball to get on. It's easy to get on the combination, the 4-7, 2 rails, but it's not easy to get on the side for the side where the 5's sitting.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to get on it for where the corner where the 10's sitting. But it's easy to get on the combination. But the combination is the harder shot.
He's trying to get behind the 4 ball. He wants to shoot that 4 right into the corner pocket where the 10 is.
But like Earl said, I don't.
It's hard to get on it.
Yeah, I don't think. I think at this point in time, he's going to just.
He's going to go
play the safe way.
He's going to power this with left-hand English and
I
try
don't
to
know.
drift it down behind there. Oh, he spun it out of the
I don't
corner
like that.
sharp.
He snookered. Wait a minute. No, he's perfect. Wow. Yeah, that was a great shot. He stunned it. It was risky because the snooker was there.
Yeah.
Good shot. I would have shot that shot long ago, though.
Has anybody?
No, he's got
ever,
easy out now. He just draw back. You see there, he might have should have went 3 rails. But he's all right.
Has anybody ever asked Earl about
He'll
his
put
$1 million win? Yes, I did ask
put
Earl
right
when
top
he was
on
in
this.
Amsterdam Billiards, and he might not remember. And he said to me, "It's closed."
Yeah, it's a
but I can
closed
tell you
discussion, but it wasn't.
Between this and that.
Yeah.
That's all I can
That's
tell
all.
you.
It
That was a
wasn't.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Earl. That might have been a straight pool tournament or something down that way. I forget
Yeah,
what it was.
none of that money's left, so
Well, if
all
it
gone.
is left, you don't have it.
no, somebody else has got it.
All right.
All
No,
right.
they burned it by now. 5-4. That was a
Yeah.
big game for Kevin.
Big game, yeah.
A pivotal game for Kevin. That was a hell of an out he made, wasn't it? You know, he made a tough shot on the 1. He didn't know where the cue ball was going. Landed on a
You
combination.
know Double Dave.
Yeah.
Well, this is Double Dave in 1997 with George Ginky Souci when he
Wow.
did the road. Yeah, lean, mean,
He's a lean, mean
machine.
fighting machine like he
Yeah.
was in the Marines there,
Yeah,
huh?
he was in the Marines. Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah, you
We'll
got a
have
good
Devil
memory.
Dave take care of you, Thomas.
I'll beat Devil Dave like I beat everybody else today.
Thomas said that he's going to beat you, Devil Dave.
With the 8 ball.
Plug me in.
But the score is 5-4, and I think 5. He hadn't marked it yet, has he? Yeah.
No plug.
And Kevin's breaking. It's a close match now.
The small side.
Larry's just passed
Still
me the phone. He has to
imperative
charge his
for
phone.
Kevin
Should
to
get an
catch
iPhone.
up.
It's a better phone. The battery lasts longer.
I think he's found a way to break. He's going over to the right side, and he's drawing the cue ball. He's putting a lot of bottom on it. He didn't put as much on that one as he did the last one. And he didn't make a ball on the break either.
Didn't shatter him.
Well, he drew the cue ball more last break, and he made a ball. But he didn't. He stopped the cue ball dead that time. I think Karen's got a shot to make this ball. And an easy position on the 2, straight in the same corner. Yeah. And now she'll play.
Probably going to be the 5 ball.
The 5 ball's a little bit funny. I can't tell if it goes. It doesn't go anywhere.
But
I can tell you that right
being
now.
that where the 4 is, she can elect to make the
It'd
4
be
and
nice.
nudge the 5
It'd
out.
be nice if she could bump it right here. She's got the angle to do it, but it's tricky.
She
because,
might wind up on top of the 5.
Well, she might wind up with a funny shot for the 3. So,
Right.
it's risky.
If she pockets this
You know,
2 ball, draws back just a tad, and then pockets the 3, she has the angle off the 4 to nudge the 5.
Now she's going to draw back and then go in. She's going to draw back a little, or just stop here.
Yeah.
And then she's going to shoot the 4 in and come off the rail into those balls.
Right, and just nudge them.
She's going to try to.
I think
create
she's
something.
got the 5 on the side though, Earl. If I'm looking at on the
No,
table,
no, Larry.
yeah, you'll see it.
No, it won't go in the side.
If she's going to
If
nudge
she's
it,
up where the 10 is, of course it will.
No. She's got to run into these balls.
Okay.
I can tell. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, she's going to run into them.
Or she can come back and play the combination on the 10. I don't know which. Yep, there it is. Told you
Perfect.
she had to run now. It's a little bit tricky now, though. I can tell you that.
Why, with the 8 there?
Yeah, but she can actually beat the 8 just barely, I think. In between the 8 and the pocket. I don't know. If she can't get between the 8 and the pocket, this is a little bit tricky. I can tell you that right now.
What about me?
But I think she can, just barely. She's fortunate that she could do that right there, I'm telling you. But she's still going to land a little bit funny because she was worried about what was going to happen with that shot, and she took her eye off the rest of the shot. That happens a lot right there. But she still has a shot to cut this.
Do you think she overran that?
Yeah, she meant to play for the corner.
Yeah.
I really believe she was playing for the corner. But she was so concerned about fitting that ball in between there, and we all do it. She was so concerned.
The spin
Yeah,
juices the ball.
she kind of just let the ball go a little more speed than she wanted, but she still got a shot to make this. She was fortunate there, I'll tell you.
And I think she underhit this one just a little bit.
She's all right, though. No, she's perfect.
Yeah, 2 rails back for the 8.
Well,
1 rail even.
It goes back to me saying no side pockets. Now, if there were no side pockets, she'd have been in world trouble there. So, I think there's too many pockets on the table.
Totally different game.
Well, I want to play with no side pockets, and I think you'd have a lot harder time beating me. That's for sure. But she bounced a little funny there.
A lot funny.
So this is not as easy now. She overhit that just a hair. This is not as easy as it looks.
It's not.
A lot of things can
I
go
don't
wrong.
like her going this way. I like
No,
her
she's got to
spinning out.
slow roll it with inside and go between the balls. It's just only shot or run into it. And she missed it. She tried to run into it.
Why didn't she just try to drag the cue ball out sharp out of the bottom right-hand
She
corner?
got
and
a
try to
shot
shoot
on
the
the
9 in that?
she got a shot on the 10 here, Earl. Earl, she got a shot on the 10.
Oh, she ain't going for this 10 ball.
Yeah, she could play both shots. But
Right.
she can only play one.
She's looking at it, though, Larry.
I'm saying she got a shot on the 10 here.
She can make both of these, but
With the cue
but
ball.
she can only play one. She'll call the 10.
Yeah.
She'll make the 10.
It appears that Karen Corr called the 10 ball.
Oh, she called the 9 ball.
Yeah.
How do you
that's-
like this?
She got it.
Well, she knows she played safe.
Did she?
Yes, she did,
She must have been
because
playing
if she
safe.
didn't, he would have gave it a shot back.
Well,
She was
maybe.
playing safe.
She did, all
That
the
was a
way.
clever shot. She played it into the ball
Yeah.
and went down table.
He could stop right now.
I have to remember that shot. That was a clever shot. Little fortunate, but
Well, Kevin's got a little bit of the left
he's going
side
to try
of
to
the
thin
9.
it and go back. That was a great shot right there. I promise you. Those are not easy shots.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Earl.
That was a
To
great
say
shot,
the
believe
least.
me. But you know, I would have kicked that ball. I would have never played that shot. Efren would have kicked that ball too, I think. Anytime you can kick the ball back down the table, you do it.
Karen's going to put the 9
She'll
right
bank
back
this.
where it
She'll
was.
bank it straight back down the table with.
She's going to put it right back where
No,
it
she
was.
thinned it.
Yeah.
Huh? I thought she could have put that back down table.
You couldn't put that ball right back where it was in that,
That
prior
was a nice
than
shot.
that.
That was impressive right there.
And
It really
now
was.
Kevin's got to come with another nice shot. just scrape the paint and go bring them back up table?
Well, he's got to try to thin the ball and put it over there and put her behind the 10, or slow roll it and put her behind the 10, or this is a little tricky. That was the only play he had. He had no other shot, really.
That was a beautiful shot, though.
Yeah. Oh, so you're hanging yourself out to dry on them shots, aren't you, Larry? You either make a full commitment or you're dead.
You either look like an ace or you don't.
It's a full commitment, I'm telling you, on those little shots like that. A lot of people don't realize how hard those shots are.
Especially when you're down table shooting
Is someone that doesn't know anything about pool, they have no clue how hard that shot is. So,
you got a speed control.
You know what I mean? Someone could be sitting there knowing nothing about pool, and they go, kind of shot was that?
Yeah.
Tough kick here to get safe on. There's always a hard kick to get safe on. It's almost impossible to get safe on that kick right there. She tried to kick it to the bottom rail off near the side.
He just has to make this ball and let the cue come, that's all.
I can't tell if he can follow it or just draw
no,
it.
he's going to just follow it.
I think he'll just stop it or draw it.
Drawing the ball.
He'll draw it. He'll just stop it or draw it like that. Because the 10's out in the table, right?
Yeah.
If the 10 was closer to the rail, you have to do something with the ball there. But he's all right there.
Possibly looking at a tie match.
He'll probably put left bottom on this and draw 2 rails. Yeah. Left bottom and draw 2 rails. That's the safe shot there.
We're at 55, racing to 8.
Well, you know, the break is really the difference here. Karen had a lead. The table broke dry. And that's what happens to me a lot in pool. When I get a little bit of a lead sometimes, it's imperative to break and get a few cheap racks when you get a lead. Then that really puts more pressure on the guy. But
Earl,
if the player comes back, man or woman, if they come back, it puts more pressure on him.
He won't
what
be
about
here.
Gotham?
That's where we're going to be next week.
He won't be here.
Yeah, I won't
when
be here,
you're
unfortunately.
going to be over in
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We'll be in Brooklyn at Kevin and Isabel's.
Last time I was there, I was so tired I missed with ball in hand.
$3,000 added amateur event.
Damn, boy.
You know, they add a lot of money to them, their own money.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're very, very good
nice.
people.
Very generous.
Good people.
That's nice.
All right, back to
Shame
the
I'm not going to be there, but that's the way
Well,
it
it's
goes.
amateur. You can't sneak in that one.
Yeah, I can't get in that one. No. 5-5. Both are still alive. Huh. Never used that phrase. No, I'm good.
Race to 3 from here, folks. We're only
He
going
should
8.
draw the ball. He was getting good results, but he didn't draw it. He's popping them instead of putting bottom. I think sometimes when the balls are breaking difficult, you've got to get up and try something different, really extremely different to make something happen. That's what I do because I break so bad.
Looks like it's break time. So we're going to elect to pan around the room and see what's going on and play Snoop a little bit. There you see Mika Immonen.
Meekered.
Yeah, on table 14. I'm not sure who he's playing. We might not get a chance to know.
Mika's playing some local guy. Looks like he works for the Opal. I'm just joking. He's got on an Opal shirt. Anyway. But anyway, that game, it's 5-4. Well, guy can play a little bit, unless Mika's making mistakes. That can happen too. 10 ball's a great game. It really is.
I'll tell you what, he didn't make many mistakes.
When he played Jason?
When he played Jason, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when great players play great players, they play better. And then sometimes when they play a little weaker player, they don't play as well. And that's just the nature of this game. I don't know why. I've watched that my whole life. Yeah. I've done it quite a few times myself.
I think it's because you
I've
take
beat great players and
granted.
then walk over and a guy beat me and they ain't supposed to beat me. But sometimes the table, the ball's real funny, and the outs that you're getting, you're playing good, but the balls are laying kind of funny, and you just don't get out. And
right.
Give the guy opportunities where you wouldn't against a good player.
That's what a pool player should be dressed like.
There you go. There you go. Little Focus is all dressed up, ready to play. You got to get over here and sell some shirts first, though, right? Huh? Your dad needs new shoes.
A little focus on the job.
Focus Apparel. That's
Brian, Russell, yeah.
Brian and his little kid, Little Focus.
Jonathan, yeah.
Jonathan. And
I said, who sponsors you?
Nice Apparel.
And he said, Focused
Get a
Apparel.
chance to buy
I said,
some.
who trained you? He said, Earl Strickland.
Well, I trained you. You trained him in commentary, and I gave him an easy match against Mika.
We're just putting a season on him.
Yeah. But
He's
Karen's got
really
a shot
great.
here. She played safe. She elected to play safe, and she did not get a complete safe, I don't think. Maybe she did. If she did, she's got him kicking, and then this will be a kind of a tough kick to get out of, really, a little bit. He still can get out of it,
The
though.
chat is paused.
The 9's in a tough place in this rack.
Earl,
Tell you that.
what is your take on the Moscone Cup picks?
Well, my idea, what I was thinking when I was running, I think a lot when I run, and I can think actually really well when I run. But the other day I was thinking, if they're going to change the American team, they should change the European team too. That's what I think they should do. Change the whole European squad too. Don't let them have the same players either. That's the way it should be.
It's good theory, way to look at it. Makes sense.
Right now, we just don't have enough players to make the right team. We don't have enough good players that can handle pressure. You've got to have players that can handle pressure. And right now, we don't have enough players to do that, I don't think, in this country. So they need to make the other team weaker so that it's more fun to watch.
There you go.
Well, if they're changing our team, they should change their team. So that's
Barry
the way I
Hearn,
look
if
at
you're
it.
listening, there you go.
Well, there you go. There's an idea, and it ain't an idea. It's a damn fact. You should change the other team. Tired of looking at them. If Niels wants to play me some with no side pockets, he can get that any day he wants. And no jump sticks and 20 seconds to shoot, and I'll see what kind of athlete he is. Claims to be in good shape. I'm telling you right now, I'll bury him. I'll bury anybody that plays me under the right terms.
Easy now, Earl.
No jumps, no choice stick, and no luck shots, lucking balls in and thinking you're great. That's all going to go out the window. Play and yeah, I don't even want you to have time to primp and look good. So I don't care how you dress, because you ain't gonna have time to look good. You're just gonna have time to breathe and shoot. And then I'm gonna have my way with you. I don't care who it is. Make this game tough, like me, tough. Good shot. That was elementary that she was gonna kick behind it and play the safe out to the middle of the table. Nice shot, Karen. So you people out there watching, when those shots come up, don't try to kick too hard. Just hit high on the ball, put some spin on it. It'll stop the ball right there.
But you know what happens on that shot a lot? I've seen it happen many times, is where you kick and you think you're going to get short on the long right rail or the left rail, and it goes right into the side pocket. Well, you've seen that many times.
He's got a tough kick here. He's got to kick 2 rails, which is one of the hardest kicks in pool, this kick right here, to hit the ball. The ball's like a BB on this kick. And it ain't a natural kick to go to the bottom rail. He's got to put a lot of spin on it. He can miss this real easy because he's got to put a lot of spin on it. That's what makes this kick so hard.
Got to watch the scratch.
I'd rather kick 2 rails than to kick like that.
Giving Karen ball in hand when it's 5-5. This is a big
Now
game.
she'll play the 1 off the 9 to get the 9 off the rail.
She's going to look at it first.
No. Maybe she can't do it. No, she's overlooking this. I'm telling you right now.
Or that might not be make. Well, you can make it, but you're going to have to hit a good piece of it.
No. She's playing this. I wouldn't have played that like that. She's trying to move the 4 ball, and now she snookered herself. No, almost. She would have. She played that wrong. She should have played the 1 off the 9, followed the cue ball down, bounced with the angle on the 2, go down for the 3, played a 4 into the 6. The 6 was an easy combination. She tried to move it. I played the other one. But now she's got to put some left on this and go to the side rail or come straight down.
She's going right to the side rail, right up.
But she's got to land funny now. She's going all the way to the bottom rail. This is death.
This is death. This is death.
Yep.
Death Valley.
There's only one shot here. She could cut it in and let the cue ball go and get lucky. And that's one thing I can't do.
Earl is in rare form.
That's why I
all right.
always say it's death, because if it's for me, it's death. There's no getting out of it. If I got to let my cue ball go and I don't know where it's going, it's death. I'm too good to be lucky. But she's just going to run into the 9 when she cuts it, maybe, or play safe. She might just elect to go ahead and play safe. But she don't, yeah.
Look at this. Try to get below the 4.
That is so fortunate, right? Oh, boy.
look at this.
She almost got a dead 10 off the carom, but she didn't get it. I thought that ball would run into the 9, but it didn't. She's got a bank for the side pocket now. It still was the wrong shot. She should have shot the 1 off the 9. I overlooked that shot
She
myself.
called the 10 ball, Earl.
It might go. I don't think. It may go off the 6 somehow. Or she could draw right into it.
Now
I
she
didn't
lined
think
it up.
that shot
Now
was
she
ever
wired
going to
it
go.
up. It's wired now. It's a race to the 6.
Yeah, but this ain't.
Not only a race to the 6, it's 55.
Okay, all he's got to do is make this ball. If he just makes it, he's got an easy carom off the 5 onto the 10. You see it? It ain't
Well,
that easy.
well, it's the carom, but why would you want to do that? Oh, because
Yeah,
of the
the
angle
carom
she's
is
going to
easy,
come out
too.
off the 4.
Oh, he's got to make. But I'm going to tell you something about this shot right here. It's really hard shot when you know if you miss it, you're really going to lose because that ball's hanging. You know what I mean? It ain't no easy shot when you got it. I'm whispering a little now because he could hear me a little, I think. I don't want to get in his head. But
Well,
anyway.
it's not in his
It's
head.
good
You're
you
gonna
got that
you're gonna give
screen
him
there.
advice is what you're
No,
going to
you
give him.
got that screen there is good. It blocks a little bit of it, you know. But there's no other way to shoot this. I mean, yeah.
I think he's also looking at 3 rails. Yeah, with the cue. No, he called it in the corner.
You just got to slow roll this in and just play the carom off the
Why
5.
not just go follow it and go right off the short rail?
No,
come
no, no,
back
no.
out,
Just slow
then
roll
play
it
the
in.
5, 6, 9 combination. 1 rail up.
There's no way
Look
I'd
at-
have shot
look at
that
the
ball
rock.
like that. I'd have never shot that ball like that.
Call shot, call safety.
He was not supposed to shoot. He's supposed to slow roll it. How you been?
Karen's going to play the carom now right into the
Yeah.
6th ball.
When do you play?
Well, she could run into the 6 and get it in, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a big pocket now for the 10 with the 6 sitting there. All she's got to do is like a basketball. All she's got to do is bump into that 6, and it's going to knock the 10 in. She'll probably hit it with some left and stun it.
You think she's going to elect to hit the long rail first before the 6 or go right into the 6?
She's got a stunt. She might go right into the 10. She probably watch out for scratching, too, in behind it. But I don't think she will.
Wow,
You know, it
look at
wasn't
this.
sitting
What a
as easy
tough
as we
10
thought.
ball.
I'd let her shoot again now.
And then she's going to hit you with the cue ball going into
Yeah,
the 6.
that's the only thing is that you give your opponent a reprieve.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. You know what I mean? Like they're dead. They've dogged a shot. They feel dead about it. And you give them a shot you don't like, and then there's a chance on it. There's a reprieve. It's almost like you got to shoot it to keep them from having the reprieve, you know?
Sure.
But if he doesn't pull it off, then he safes himself. He's going to lose the game. This call safe is tougher.
Yeah, it is.
He should thin the 5 and come back and play the 10, obviously.
I hope he called it.
No, he banked it on it.
That's going to cost him right now.
Wow, I would have let her shoot that again. I really would have. That's what you should have done. He should have let her shoot that again. It was no easy shot.
No.
Of course, you can't swallow a BB when you give up the shot. You go to your chair going, can't swallow because you gave it up. You know what I mean? That's the truth.
That's brutal.
This not having a two-way shot is a lot harder, Al. You
Look
understand?
at that. Is Karen probably playing the
She's
5
gonna-
or the
it's
10?
yeah, it's as simple. She'll just play the.
Right, she played the 10.
Play
She's
the
only
she
allowed
hit
to
that a
play
little
one
harder
ball.
than I thought. That could
All
have
right, so
clipped off the
finally-
ball and went in the hole. The cue ball could have.
Somebody pocketed the ball. Now 6-5. Yeah, I hear you. All.
Well, there was a little misfortune there and a little bit of fortune. So
Unfortunately,
I think Kevin was unfortunate that she left him in some funny positions, and she was fortunate that Kevin left her the right shot to win the game. So, there you go.
Shaking the camera, shaking the table. There you go.
But still, Kevin's not out of it. 6-5. I mean, as tough as the table's breaking. As tough as the table's breaking. You almost got to believe she won't make a ball on a break, but who knows? And then you got to get a shot. You got to get the right shot to get out. So, but if there were no side pockets on the table, I would be sitting there saying I'm going to get a shot every game.
Well, you're used to playing on.
No, I'm saying if there were less
table.
pockets. No, if there were less pockets, then I wouldn't think I would shoot every game. I would never think. I would never think the player was going to break and run out. You know what I mean? You see, it's psychological.
I follow. You
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
What I'm saying is psychological.
Yeah.
When the table's breaking easy and you're losing, you feel like you're never going to shoot. But if there were only 4 pockets on the table, and every time a person was breaking, I would think I was going to shoot. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Absolutely.
Right?
It works both ways.
Well, yeah, but I need confidence. I don't need someone to break and run out every time. I want to play too. I have a lot of ability. I need to show it. And I will if I get the chance, see?
So taking away the break and the run
is going to make me more effective. Yeah.
Person, okay. Now, would you think about that years ago when you were 24, 25
No, because I had a better break.
Yeah, okay.
But, I still think it's an idea, though. It's not, crazy if we played like that. Because
no, nothing crazy about it.
Well, it had a little more interest a little more mystery to a run out.
Change is different, and different is good.
What I mean? It was just,
and change is good.
Well, I was just thinking about golf the other day when I was running. I was thinking, well, if there were 6 holes on a golf course, on a golf green, you wouldn't even watch it. So why shouldn't there be less holes on a pool table? So I think there should be 4. I'd like to play somebody like that. I'm challenging anybody to play me like that. And I don't think they're going to like it. You better be fit, too, because a lot of games will be a lot longer. You understand?
A lot more walking, too. You eliminate those
I'm
side
just saying
pockets. You got to go around the whole table. You can't just play them into the side.
No, a lot of the games will be longer.
Yeah.
No, you're failing to understand what I'm saying.
No, I understand perfectly.
It ain't going to be like a walk in the park. You're going to run out every game.
No,
every time you get ball in hand, you're going to have to play safe 4 or 5 times to win a game.
I didn't mean it that way. What I'm saying is instead of having a shot into the side pocket, you might have to walk around even more. Yeah, so you got to be in physical shape so you can see where you want to play the next ball.
The games are going to be longer, period. Especially if you play 10 ball.
Okay, that's your...
The games will be longer, and you'll have to be more fit to deal with it. So, these guys, I just don't think they're as fit as me. Even though I'm older than all of them, I still don't think they're as fit as me.
So why not, instead of just having a pocket, a table made with 4 pockets, why not just
I will have a table made with 4. I'll put a rail all the way down. I won't put blockers in it. I ain't going to be that stupid.
Yeah, you can put...
I'll put a rail all the way down the rail, complete rail.
But, I mean, for somebody to practice that, they can practice that. Just don't shoot any balls into the side pocket.
I practice that way. It's,
the only the thing that you're missing is the cushion between those side pockets, which is pretty big because if you scratch, you're really not practicing the game. So you would have to practice on a 4-corner pocket table. I mean,
that was a great shot right there, I'll tell you. That was some shot. I don't know if he planned that, but that was a hell of a shot. He'll just roll the 2 in the corner with some left top.
Jamison New says the first...
Actually, he'll have to draw it.
Jamison New says the first table, the oldest table, only had 1 pocket in the center.
Yeah, I believe that. And then the last tournament they played on 4 pockets was in 1901. If Hoban wants to play me some Mr. Straight Pull or what's that other guy, Schmidt? No disrespect to Smitty. But if any of those guys want to feel like playing me on a 4-pocket table with 4-inch pockets, a straight pull or race to 500 or something, they'll need a paramedic when I'm done with them. I'll guarantee you that. He's going to play safe or bank it or something. I thought he could have played that ball, but he elected to play safe. Did you think he could cut that ball in the corner? Yeah. And hold the cue ball right there. I guess he couldn't, though. But anyway, I really think straight pull would be really difficult without the side pockets. I mean, it'd be crazy hard. You know, in a smaller pocket, that would get crazy.
I tell you what, it changes the game.
I think, and then put a shock. Wait a minute now. Put a shock lock on it. They would need a paramedic. They'd need oxygen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They'd need the oxygen tank right there to give them oxygen. They would. We need an oxygen tank right on hand for
Earl
like
is beautiful.
straight pull players. If they were playing me with 20 seconds to shoot with 4 corners and they're 4 inches, they'd need an oxygen tank to play the match. Oh boy, they might not make it.
You know, some people.
I found a way to
as
kill.
Good as they are, they don't want to get on a tight box.
I found a way to get rid of pool players legally. But hell, it might get rid of me. All these crazy games. You never know.
Hey, Earl, you're
but
keeping
I doubt
the game
it.
fun. You're keeping the game fun is what you're doing.
But anyway, let's get back to this match. He's going to draw.
Go right ahead.
He's going to draw over, and he can. I think he should stay near the rail and shoot the 5 in underneath the 8, or just roll it 2 rails. There you go. Or he should have went 2 rails. I don't think he got there. He's under hitting everything.
By his expression of his face, it doesn't look like he got there.
He under hit that ball. He could have drew that over
Earl,
easier
look
than
at
foul.
the size of that camera. What is that guy doing with a camera that big?
I don't know.
Gee whiz, he could see Russia from here.
Yeah, I don't know if he can make this. He might have landed there. The 8 balls got him by a hair. That was a unforced mistake right there.
We gotta.
If he can't make this ball.
I guess it's one of the local news crews, huh?
No, that ain't.
We got one of the cameras.
That was a good shot. He could barely make it with left.
The New York Times follow-up.
He should be all right now. He just stopped. He'll stun over a little bit for the 7. A little bit of angle on the 7. He'll put right top, come back to the middle. I always like to see if they do what I say. Let's see. Then he'll go straight top all the way down the bottom rail. He can get straight in as long as he gets close to the 9. Or keep an angle to come back. If he gets straight in, he'll be all right because he can draw straight back on the 10.
He got the angle to come back.
He landed in the most funny place he could land, really.
But he still has to. I think he still.
No,
has
he's
to
all
rail.
right. He's going to stun to the rail with left,
Yeah.
and he'll stun back off the side rail with left. There you go. Perfect. Now a little bit of right and just left and stop the ball. A little bit of left bottom. Draw to the rail. There you go. Now the score is 6-6. And we're tied again.
Folks, we got to go through some of the sponsors that are helping bringing this live stream to everybody. Predator Pro-Am Tour, Predator Q's, AZ Billiards, live stream news. Delta 13, Master Chalk, poisoned by Predator. Billiards Digest. And of course, we got to thank Simonis. Simonis Cloth, the world's largest supplier of cloth. Kings of Vapor, Chad Bowling and the whole team. And of course, the Tap League. We got to get back to the action because Kevin is set to break.
And he popped them again. I'm surprised he just won't draw the ball. He almost scratched. I guess that sharked him a while ago. I think if you get up and draw the cue ball with a lot of draw, like like a ping pong ball going back, you'll make one. But the fear there is drawing straight in the corner or something. You know what I mean?
Not hitting it square,
That's what I do.
Or into the side.
But I think the draw will get a ball in right now. It don't seem like popping them will get them in. Deshane's got one of the best breaks in the world, and he was barely making one ball. So.
Deshane or Shane Van Boning?
Deshane was breaking a while ago, and he was barely making the same ball.
Right, he didn't make a ball.
He wasn't making a lot of balls.
This young man standing to your left was making a ball.
He was making balls.
Look at this. He scratches and
he actually breaks harder than Deshane probably.
And there's nothing here. You got to roll up and try to lock her up on the 8-9 here.
No, he can shoot the.
So what?
Shoot the 1 in the corner.
Yeah. So what?
And the 2's on the side rail over there.
Yeah.
Table 12.
Nah, that ain't no good. He's gonna have to play safe.
Yeah, I think he goes one toward the corner and lays it up behind the 8-9.
Table 12.
The cue ball.
13,
I tell you what Efren Reyes would do here.
He'd play the one in the
What
side
would Earl
pocket and throw it back
Strickland
to
do
the
here?
2.
Oh,
No.
I'll tell you what Efren would do. Efren would shoot the 1 into the 10.
Huh?
And then he would roll the cue ball and bump that 9. That's how good he is at those safeties.
Yeah.
Bump something there.
I don't like that.
And maybe set up a 1-10 combination once
No,
you put him in the
no.
pocket. Yeah, well,
He'd get ball in hand to where he could run out then or something.
or it might wind up wired. And
That's the shot.
I knew that was the.
No, but he could have done it easier. Put it where you're going to shoot the 2 in the corner and just let the cue come up into the 8-9.
I knew that Efren would put that cue ball behind that 9 and 8 somehow. He didn't get there. He let her see the shot.
That was a shot which took a lot of thought.
That wasn't that hard a shot. He just underhit it again. That's all. But at least the 8-9 still tied up. But I don't know if she can get to that and play the easy safety, maybe. And here she can just roll 2 rails and play the 3 in the corner. That's what I would do because it's sitting kind of funny to draw back for the side. But you got to be careful how you shoot this so you don't get funny on the 3. I'd put a little right top on it and go 2 rails off the bottom rail. That's the way I would shoot it. She drew it. That's why I wouldn't draw that shot because it don't land where you want it. See, she's in a funny place now.
Yeah.
She was on the other side of the 3 like that. Would have been better than being on this side, see. She's going to play the safe now and break it out.
You're going to stick them right there.
That ain't a bad play right here. And break it out. And put it on the 10. Wow. Well, you got to say one thing is you got a shot, you know. A lot of times when you come to the table, it ain't much, but she could have ran out or played to that safety, and she didn't.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a big game.
I think he can kick between the. No, he can't. I guess he's looking the other way. I was thinking he could get past the in between the 7 and 4 and kick at it, but I guess he can't. He might have to go 2 rails. He might have to shoot to the bottom rail. I don't know. It depends how close he is to the 7 ball. Or kick 3 rails.
I think he has the rail.
The right shot is 3 rails.
Come in between the 9-10 from the back
rails.
end?
Go beyond the 6, bottom
okay.
rail,
See it,
side
the natural
rail.
3 rail shot.
3 rails. That's the shot.
But I think he's.
Oh, he can get, if he
not
can't
even
go
look
this
at
way.
He's going to look at it right now, Earl.
I heard him call the 10 ball. I thought. I wouldn't call the 10 ball. I would never call a ball here.
Well, if you're taking a whack out of it, you might as well give it a
No,
call.
I would never call this.
You got to give it a call.
No. No.
Unless he's calling the 3 into the corner, carrying
if
him
he
off the
saves
10.
himself, then he'll wish he didn't call it. Right here, exactly what I just said.
Yeah, and if it went in and you didn't call it,
now
Karen gets to the hill.
Well, she's got a shot. Now she's got a shot. If he would have got safe there, she would have made him shoot again.
Absolutely.
So that was no good to call that 10. Think about it.
I notice a lot of players do call that 10 ball if they're
I don't
kicking
call
at
it
it.
very.
or
I
within
rarely
vicinity.
call them. I rarely call them in this format.
Okay.
It's got to be sitting just right for me to call a ball. I ain't never calling it. Ain't that lucky? Right, Larry?
Everybody else gets lucky on me. I heard that before.
I don't know what she's looking at this so long for. This is a pretty simple shot. All she's got to do is slow roll it with some left and just make the 8 and stay right there. It ain't hard at all. She's got to shoot it slow, though. I can't believe for the life of me that she did
didn't
that.
shoot the ball.
Well, she was
She
trying
had an easy out, Larry. You saw that.
I didn't see it.
She had an easy out.
Oh, yeah, no, sure. The 4 sitting on the side, of course.
She overlooked that.
4 was sitting right on the side.
No, I mean the combination was easy.
The combo,
I thought.
3-8.
All right, now he'll
Right.
just thin the 3 ball on the left-hand side
and duck the cue ball behind the 8-9 area and bring the 3 back up table by the 7.
Looking his
think that's
looking
the
his
shot.
way, it's on the left-hand side. He's going to hit. On our side, it's right. He's going to hit on the right side of the ball, looking our way. On his side, he's going to hit on the left side and go 2 rails right behind the 6, 5, and 4.
Could do that, but you see the other option of hiding the cue ball behind the 9, 10, and 8 down that way?
I like just going the 2 rails around. Yeah, he's going the other way, but I don't like it. Might be all right, but
Hit it hard.
Well,
A bump in the 10, but
he
he's got the other
I'm gonna
blockers
tell you
on
why.
both
He
ends.
got it extremely lucky there.
Yeah,
Believe
because
me.
the ball died.
He hit the point. No, that wasn't the right shot. It really wasn't.
Karen, if she should call this 3 ball on the side pocket.
I mean, it's the right shot now, but
Well, you're kicking at the 3 anyway, Larry. If you kick the 3 right,
He left her
Karen's
kinda
off
tough
the
now.
4. You got to call the 3 in the
she's
side,
got a
don't you?
kick.
No, the 4's too high.
1 rail, Earl. No, off the short rail, right where the
The
chalk
4,
flies.
she's
Al,
got
the
up
to the
4,
top of the monitor?
the 4
got
is
a
too
kick.
high.
She's got to kick to the bottom rail with spin in between the 7 and the 5
I hope we're not getting in our head out.
with spin. There's only one
Sit.
kick.
Does she want to sit?
Oh, she's going 3 rails. I don't know, 2 rails.
2 rails into it.
Giovanni on 18, Daniel Dagadon, 18.
Well, there might be a better safe this way.
Giovanni and Daniel Dagadon, 18.
Who's the other?
Either way, that was going to be tricky.
It's a race to the 8.
He picking up the ball. I thought it was a good hit.
No.
It wasn't a good hit?
No.
Wow.
It's all right.
It's close. Didn't see that.
Joey Landy on 23.
Close.
Steve Kalou, 24.
Never even touched the 3.
Yeah, it did.
Joey
Hit
Landy,
square right into the 6.
The 3 moved
Or
though.
the 7. I forget which one it was, but it hit square into the other ball that was there. 6 ball, I believe.
Gail, and Tony.
He lost that shot. I can't believe it. Instead of laying straight, he got below the 5 here.
All he had to do was stay for the corner, wasn't it?
No, he could have just touched the ball, the 4.
I would have went for the corner on that 5. That makes it easier.
He's a little tight now. He's playing a little tight. Sure, because if he plays the 5 straight in where without coming up, he's out.
All right, left bottom, stay right there. Left bottom, stayed there.
And
Now he'll just draw back and play
10's
the,
in the hole.
play the easy combination. Draw back a little bit. I'll play this with a little bit of. He'll play this with a little bit of right spin probably on the cue ball. A little bit of right. Just a hair.
Okay. Kevin Guimond puts 1 up, and he is now on the hill
7
against Karen
to
Corr.
6. Well, it's, it's been a comedy of errors here and there, but good play too. That's the way a match goes usually. I was thinking about how many balls could you run on a 4-pocket table with 4 inches and straight pull.
It's just a matter of time before people start running racks.
Well,
Here we go.
you ever see somebody run out on a table like that? And
3 ball right into the corner pocket.
is he
The
going to
one-
get a shot? No. No shot on the 1. You have to roll out. I was thinking, how long would it take a 1-pocket game to last with only 2 pockets? Some of them guys are taking 12 minutes
and
on a
moving
shot.
the balls up table and then
12
moving it
minutes
towards
a
the corner.
shot. I take 12 seconds. They take 12 minutes. I was playing a guy in Louisville. And I was taking 8 seconds a shot, and he was taking like 2-3 minutes a shot. And I looked at him and I says, you know, this ain't fair. And he says, why ain't it? I says, well, it takes you 3 minutes to figure out the shot, and it takes me 8 minutes. If we had a clock on it, you'd have no chance. And he didn't believe that. That's the truth, though. Some of them guys take so long to shoot, it's a joke in that one pocket. That's why I don't like it. Still think it's a great game, but
I think it's a great
You
game
gotta
when
put
it's
more-
played by people that play it right.
yeah, but you got to put more pressure on the guy. You can't let him play at his own leisure in that game.
Well, yeah.
Well,
You got to force a mistake.
I hate to tell you, Earl,
You know?
but some of the top players play at their own leisure without mentioning names.
The
You
guys
know-
that knock the balls down table.
Yeah, but you
I don't
know-
never want to knock a ball down table.
Right.
See, that's why matches don't last long
Yeah.
with me. I either beat you or you beat me. Wow, good try. That's one of the toughest kicks and pull, the old 2-reller with the slide.
Yeah, Efren hit you with one of those, didn't he, years ago?
Yeah, off the bottom rail. That
It
was some
a famous
shot, wasn't
Z
it?
shot,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
A ladder shot, a ladder
You had to
bang.
remind me of that, huh?
The only reason I did that is because you want to take away the side pocket.
Efren never thought he'd make that. You
Yeah.
saw him right after when he shot
That's
it. He
where
went
this.
like
That's
this.
where this call shot.
He was just shooting for the wind at that
He
point.
had a tough shot on the last 9, and I wouldn't let him shoot it.
Yeah.
I said, no.
You
If
threw
you
the
miss
towel
it,
in,
it'll
didn't
be, you mess up the whole thing. He was a little shaky, too.
Yeah,
When I
well.
grabbed him, he was like... But
That's why these rules come into effect.
why
Take
did,
that away.
why did all these things happen to me is what I'm trying to figure out.
They wouldn't only happen to you, Earl. They're just more famous when things
I
happen
guess it
like
was
that.
just because I was such a great player and it was meant to be, huh? Right?
Still are a great player.
That all
Earl.
those things were supposed to happen. I was supposed to create them, right?
And
Now,
you
see,
did.
I was thinking about that match one time. All the mistakes I made early in the match against, that match where you kicked the ball in.
Yeah, I know.
I made a bunch of mistakes, and I says, well, if I would have corrected all those mistakes, that would have never happened, right?
Yeah.
But it did, so I made it happen. See, you understand?
Yeah, well.
By playing a little poorly.
Yeah, right. Playing too loose.
Yeah, I
you
made it happen. See, so you make things happen sometimes. It's
And
amazing.
talking about making things happen, AccuStats has got a voting poll out there. The link is above the chat. You can click on the link that says Straw Poll and go over there and vote for what discipline you would like to see AccuStats stream in the Simonis Arena. And the general public is going to vote on it, and whatever.
Well, let's see them stream a 4-pocket match.
Well, I know what
There
I
you
told
go.
him yesterday. I said, I want to see the Russian
This
billiard
is-
game. I want to see Staleev
Yeah,
come back.
no.
I want to see different players
I
come
still
over.
say if the first time I think Shane and I should play the first match on the 4 pockets, and it's going to be great. It's going to be something great to watch. It's something
I
different.
think the both of you are going to adjust to it
This
rather
game,
quickly.
this game needs something different. You got to make it where the weak players can't ever beat a great player. It's like that in tennis.
So did
you
you talk to
understand?
Greg Sullivan at all? Or?
How many did you think the 300 player ever beat Federer? No.
Right,
Right?
right.
Okay. You think the 300 player ever beat Nadal? No. Right? So what you're doing, if you take the pockets, the side pockets off, then you make it where Shane is not going to get beat by but just a few people, period. Probably.
It's going to
Period.
be double hill.
Until everybody starts getting used to it, like
Nah,
anything else.
some of them guys will never get used to that. Don't worry. They need the side pockets. Don't
Double
worry.
hill.
I'm watching these guys play
What a
too long.
great match we have here. Earl.
Double hill.
All right. Is it race to 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought it was a race to 9. There you go. 7-7. And some of those guys that used to beat me are never going to beat me again unless I'm playing like a chopsicle. There you go. So that's what I admire about tennis. They got it set up where a guy can dominate and become a serious icon. Just never lose. That's the key to this game.
Earl, but you are the icon in this game.
Yeah, but I'm losing to pilgrims and patrons and people. I mean, I'm losing to people that can't even play pool hardly. This is a joke. You guys destroyed my resume.
And I'm coming back for you.
I used to have a great resume. Now I don't even want it. I threw it in the trash can. Let's see who's on my resume now. Oh, yeah, Gerda. Gerda beat me one time. She's on my resume. Karen never got on there. She hadn't beat me yet. God bless it. She'll get on eventually, I guess. But who else is on my resume? I got people on my resume that I don't want on there. You know what I mean? So there you go. Now, Federer don't have them kind of people on his resume. You know why? Because his game is solidified and it was set up properly. And my game wasn't. You set me up to get beat. That's what basically happened here.
Watch Karen's break. If she can find that speed that she was breaking with before and making a couple of balls, this could be real dangerous for Kevin.
Well, good break, solid hit, and nothing.
Wide open.
Nothing. Wow.
How do you figure she was making a couple of balls on
I'll tell you though, the
break,
5 is a little bit funny.
racking a little high, racking
but
a little low. What's going on? The speed?
I'll tell you what, this is no easy out. The
one rail off the 1 ball.
better hope
for the 2.
The only hope
One
I can
rail
see.
off the 2 for the 3.
5, the 6 better go past the 7.
How about the 4 also?
Because he can get to the 4 in the side.
He's got to get there. He's got to get below that 3 ball.
He's got to get right on the 5. Believe me.
Yeah, that 5's trouble.
He's got to be straight in on the 4 when he gets to the 4 or the corner.
I can't see. I'll look to see.
He'll shoot the 1 with a little left top, come back to the middle. He hit that way harder than I would have. I'd have just came back out. He hit that way harder than I would have.
Marty Herman in the chat says this is a Cosmo.
He's tight.
Nah, he's got to go 2 rails now. See, I would have stayed in the middle of the table, closer to the ball.
Well, he's a little tight now, Earl.
That's why I won 16 majors, and I never lost in the finals. These little things I'm talking about are essential where you land all the time. And that's why you see me roll my eyeball sometimes when I land. You think I'm all right, and I'm going, no, I'm dead. Larry's going, no, you're all right. No, I'm dead. I'm going, no, I'm dead. You see, now he's got
Earl reads the future.
Listen to me. He's got to draw into this position, and that's what's wrong. He wanted to shoot the 3 in the side and roll into this position.
Yeah, well, now he's got to draw back up and get the 4 into the side.
That's good. That's good. He'll go on the other side of the 9 with inside, and he can get the proper position.
Yeah, but he's still got to get back to that 6
No,
ball.
no, he's all right here. He's got to put a lot of spin on
He's
it.
going
and kill
3
it.
rails maybe.
I wouldn't go 3 rails. Ain't no way.
No, he played it with the inside.
There you go. Now he's just got to draw back to the middle.
Oh, so he's got enough rail before that 5 ball to get
He
back
don't want to
out of
overhit this.
Yeah, you're right. You overhit this. It might not go
You
in.
just want to go to the back out in the table to the side rail. Don't overhit. Just get it back over there.
Well, I guess the 6 does go, or he's going to play the 6 off the 7.
Now, he didn't quite hit it hard enough. Him being left-handed now, this is a funny shot because he's got to stretch funny.
And the 10 ball being right there is not easy for him to stretch.
This is when you need to be in good shape. Look at that.
He's
On
gonna
this
have
shot right here, because believe me, I can get the shots now I couldn't get to about 15 years ago.
I think he might play. He might be playing the 7 here.
No, he can play the 6 past the 7.
I don't know.
Yeah, he can. He landed. He should have drew a little harder.
10 balls right on the other side.
He's all right. All he's got to do is make this ball. He's got to worry about what the cue ball does, though.
He's worried about touching the 10 ball.
But I'm telling you, this is
What he's
where
worried about. That 10 ball's wreaking a
Being
little
in
havoc on him. He's going to have to shoot the rake.
Oh God.
Or an extension.
well, he's got to hope he don't run into 10 and do something funny too, or the 8. He's got room to come between them. He's got room to make the cue ball go right between the 8 and the 10.
I wouldn't like to shoot this with the rake.
Well, he's got no choice. That 10 ball being right there. He's afraid because if he moves that 10 ball in his shot, he might have sold out here.
He's dead now.
Look how fortunate he got though. Look at this shot.
That shot had to do with conditioning, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I agree.
It does.
But some people just
Well,
are not
she's
as
can jump.
physically fit as you are.
Well,
you're training.
That's just, I'm just
can
saying
be an
that
athlete.
some of these shots
She could play
have
a
lot
double
to do.
kiss if she don't go in the soup.
Not all the shots, but some of them have
What
a
does
lot.
she do here?
A double kiss maybe.
She's gonna.
Maybe.
6 ball hanging up in the drawers.
No, it's not. You better get a call here.
Tell you what, this is a tricky shot. She's gonna try to go to the rail and out. hit the rail first with spin. She's trying to spin around it.
No hit.
Oh, man. I can't believe that shot suckered her into that. It kind of suckered her into that shot. I thought she was going to jump with the jump cue into the rail. That's what I thought she was going to do.
That's tough.
No, that was the
That
shot, I
7
think.
ball that close to that
No,
6
I
like
think
that, boy,
the
you
jump-
better be accurate.
I like straight, don't spin straight. Try to double kiss the 6 in.
Nothing you could do about it now. Just,
Well, all he's got to do now is come back down the table. A little bit of right top. You can either go 2 rails or straight down the table here. 2 rails, he elected.
He overhit it a little.
I don't like this.
No.
You know
This
what
is
Karen
tricky.
forgot? She wasn't used to the rules. She could have actually made
him
him
shoot,
shoot
yeah.
it again.
Yeah, she might have forgot that.
Yes, that's
I
what
don't think she was
forgot.
ever going to do that, though. A lot of bottom. He needs a lot of bottom on this
Hill,
one.
Hill, you really don't want to give
It
this
sounds
cue
like
ball
I'm
back.
teaching the guy.
Look at this.
And you know why? Because he landed where he had to put. He landed in a real precarious position there. You notice how I said a lot of bottom. That's why that happened. It sounds like I'm teaching.
I'll tell you what.
That's what I'm doing when I'm teaching.
We're going to try to get Karen in the booth, after
Well, I'll
this,
tell you
if
what.
she wins this
I'll
session.
tell you, he left her.
If she wins.
He left
If
her
she
a
wins,
shot.
yeah.
But you
Yeah,
got to
of
give her
course,
some breathing
sure.
space.
He left her a
If she
shot.
wins, because I think she forgot the ruling on that 6 ball.
Nightmare.
He left her a shot that she can't pass back. I don't think. A lot of times you want to pass some of these shots back, but. It's funny, he landed wrong. As soon as he shot the 6, he landed wrong on the 7. He was supposed to shoot the 6 and stay there and go like that.
He also tightened up.
Well, we still play the position wrong sometimes, and that's what gets us in trouble.
She's probably laxing Daisy on the ruling, I'm telling you, where she can make him shoot
This
over
is a
again.
tough cut still. I mean, the shot's on, but if she makes this and gets on a 9, it'll be a good shot, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's been a long match. It's Hill, 14 games in. And Karen
She
comes
made-
with it,
I knew she couldn't get on.
but she's going to wind up with a bang
She didn't get on the 9 the way she wanted. But you know what? She's got a shot.
down
This
the
ain't
rail.
impossible, but I'll tell you one thing about this shot right here. You got to hit it with inside. You got to hit it with right, and it makes it that much harder. If she didn't have to hit this with any right spin, it'd be not that hard of a shot. If she could hit it with left and get on shape, but she can't do that.
Well, she can keep it above the side pockets and accept a long shot.
There
on the
is
10 ball.
another
The 10
shot.
ball's out
There is
there.
another shot here.
Draw the ball.
No. You can't. No, she can't draw. She can't draw this. She can.
She can stay up table.
She's got to hit it with right and come past the side, the other side pocket, or bank it.
Just concentrate on making this ball. Karen
That
coming
was a
with
good
2
shot.
great shots out of there.
That was a hell of a shot.
And Kevin Guimond says, Karen, 2 great shots.
That's
And gives
amazing.
Karen that match. What a great match we had here, folks.
fucking shots.
Congratulations to Karen
my
Corr.
language,
What a
people.
great match Kevin Guimond played.
Well,
Oh.
Both players making their errors.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Karen come out on top. Karen Corr just sending
All right, I'm going to go, Al.
Earl. We can't thank you enough.
I want to thank everybody for listening. Thank
Once
Al.
again, thank you so much,
Thanks
Earl.
Steinway
Sitting in.
again for sponsorship.
course.
George, Maria, Manny, Anna,
Everyone in
Little
the crew.
George, everybody here. They
Yes.
do a great job, all the staff. It's a great place. Steinway Billiards. Come and visit if you get a chance when you're in New York City.
That's right.
But anyway, Larry, thanks for the commentary. All right, Al. I'll
Larry's
see you,
not
buddy.
here. Okay, Earl, take care
I'll
of yourself.
see you in about 20 days, maybe.
Yeah, have fun and enjoy it.
Okay. I wish
Okay.
I could take an air conditioner with me. Not just.
Take a fan.
All right, bye.
Okay, Earl.